Thank you for calling berated B-rated movies, where B-rated isn't a bad word.
Hello.
I'm Anthony. How can I help you?
Who is this?
This is Anthony.
What? It's weird. Like, I tried to call earlier this week to see if I'd get somebody else. But I feel like I know you. I'm calling you so many times and asking what the fuck you're watching.
I know. Well, see, you always ask me a question. I had a question for you this week.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So, okay.
Well, hold on, man. What the fuck? What? We're just going to jump right into that. You don't even know why I'm calling or anything. But all right, let's hear it.
We'll get to the movie. But now I had a question for you. Do you
Uh-oh.
ever feel like, when Lenny Kravitz and Jason Momoa meet each other
Jesus.
on a date or regularly, that they just run at each other, yell Eskimo Brothers, and do like a long high five?
I hope Jason Momoa doesn't hear this, but I think that they probably wonder
doubt he
who
will.
has tighter pants. Right? Like, I've seen him in Game of Thrones, man. He would. Have you ever seen? Speaking of Lenny Kravitz, have you ever seen him working out?
I have not.
He works out in his normal clothes,
That's
jeans
insane.
and a t-shirt and boots
That's insanity.
and a guitar. Pretty fucked up if you think about it. Yeah, man. But what are you watching tonight?
Well, tonight we're watching I forget what year is this. We're watching A Comedy of Horrors Volume 1. It's an anthology film with Ken Arnold. With
What?
God, let me look. Let me.
Are you
hold
by
on.
yourself?
I am, and I don't have my IMDb up right now. This is really putting a lag on this part.
Hello, this is Ken Arnold.
Oh, hey, Ken.
Hey, how are you? Yeah, I don't know what happened here. I picked up my phone, and all of a sudden, I was in the middle of this phone call.
You were trying to dial out, right?
Yes, I was trying to dial out. But hey, anyway, I heard you mention A Comedy of Horrors Volume 1. I believe that's 2021.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Ooh.
You're right.
Coming up.
I mean, you were in this, so I feel like you happen to
Yes.
know who was in this and who directed it.
Yes. Well, it was directed by 4 different directors. Well, actually, 5 different directors if you count the wraparound. So you had me. I directed one segment. Jamie Nash, who also directed Last Night at Terrace Lanes, he directed a segment. Matt Servitto, who is from The Sopranos and Banshee, he directed a segment. Nick Tucker directed another segment. And that is it. And Dan De Luca, yes, Dan De Luca helped me with the wraparound and Clown Town. So the first segment, he helped me direct it as well. So
Awesome. Well, there you go.
That's some big names.
and I don't, how big they are. Like Jamie Nash is a big dude. He's like 6'8". So
God damn, really?
yeah. Him and Eduardo Sanchez. If you ever meet them, because they work together all the time. Blair Witch director and Jamie Nash. You walk into the room and you're just staring up. You're just like, oh, hey guys. The first time I ever met them, they were sitting down and they stood up, and I just went, whoa, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, we're on a podcast and the guy was asking us about like our stats, and I was like, well, I'm like 6'2". He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm like 6'2". He's like, I would never thought you were 6'2". I was like, why? And he's like, well, think about it. He's like, we've been on a couple episodes, like, and you're always sitting down. I was like, yeah, all right.
Hey, you can't tell. When people are sitting down, you can't tell. When they stand up and, and you're in the same room and you're looking up. So it's, it was impressive. But I got to tell you, I work out too, but I don't wear my jeans. I don't wear my boots. I just wear nothing.
Just go, freeballing it. That's the best.
No, I wear a jock strap at least.
I wear toe rings at least.
Yes.
I'm not.
So.
Yeah. But I do got a question for you then, real quick. I got a paper due tomorrow, right? I don't know why this is the topic of my paper, but you've seen like movies like, what do you call it? Time Cop and like Harry Potter and I don't know, another fucking time traveling movie, right? So if you time travel back to yourself, well, I know the Time Cop you're not supposed to touch yourself, but if you travel back into time and you do have a hand party with yourself, right? Are you turning yourself into a victim, or is it just a normal like 5-on-1, or cooking the cucumbers, downtown DJ, like manual parties?
It's Rock'em Sock'em Robots, man. Let's go. Come on.
Right?
It's double team time. Let's do it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna put this movie on. I guess that's gonna be my answer, my paper. Hopefully, I pass.
Exactly. You're going to pass. Flying colors. Because,
Boom.
if I go back in time and, I can assist, I'm getting the assist, kids.
There you go. 'Cause that'd be the weirdest one. That'd be better than a stranger, right?
It would be. Because I know what's going on. I know what I like. I'm not fooling around. I get down to business.
Trust me, in a couple years from now, you're going to find out what this is. But don't go to that trip to Thailand.
Okay. Fair enough. I won't.
See? But all right, I'm going to put this movie on, and I'm going to see how the night goes.
All right.
Awesome.
Berated, B-rated movies.
Welcome to the podcast. I'm Anthony.
What is up, everybody? I am Brian. Oh,
And,
I guess I need to look at the camera today, huh?
You
Right,
might.
unless I look like a soap opera star where there's like, hey, what are you doing? I was like, my dad. And they're like, what the fuck are you looking up there for?
It's like you're the president's man.
I get so pissed. But then it's like, well, why are you watching soap operas in the first place? But
By the way, we have star of Comedy of Horrors Volume 1, The Night Watchman, A Town Called Purgatory, The Jester. There are many I can think of that I could name, but we're here with Ken Arnold.
yes, we need to get
Thank
sound
you for
effects. Right?
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me. This is great. I love it, and I can't wait to dive into a comedy of horrors.
But this is kind of our first attempt at this, where Levi, where we're having somebody on talk through the movie with us that's in the movie, because normally it's just us guessing at the movie.
Okay, yeah, I'll fill you in on the whole thing from beginning to end. I was there for most of it. The only segment I wasn't was the one that was shot in Atlanta. Couldn't make it down for that one, but
You'll
I
let
know
us
enough.
know what shot was in Atlanta then.
exactly. When we
Because
get
I
to
think that we watched. Man, when did we talk with you the first time? Because this was one of the ones that the original times we spoke with you, we're like, hey, is there any recommendations that you would have for us? And you told us this one. So I think like it was fairly soon right after that, where it's like, all right, let's watch it for our personal stuff.
Sure.
And so we watched it. So I'm pretty sure I remember a lot of the movie, but maybe not.
Look, this is how I promote this thing. When I go out and I talk to people, I go, "This is the dumbest movie we ever made."
No.
that's how I promote it. People go, "What's it about?" I go, "It's the dumbest thing we ever did." But yeah, you'll love it. You'll think it's ridiculous.
But if it's funny and it was fun, I just remember watching it, and I remember there's some teacher. Well, I don't want to get too much into it, but you're just like, dude, I wouldn't have that be as my sub. Like that she shouldn't be there in the first place, right? And there's some pretty funny other things that go on with them.
Yeah,
but you're the one that recommended it, and we went and we watched it, and now, thankfully, like you came back, and yes, I think it's going to be great. You did, before we were recording, I did accidentally say a name of a different movie, and you're just like, that's not right. It's this movie. And I was like, damn it. It was. Yes. But your movie was much funnier, much better.
Thank you. It's Let's Go Kill Some Dead People, The Night Watchman.
Yes. The Night Watchman. If you guys have not seen The Night Watchman yet, go and watch it.
To quote Ron Burgundy, do yourself a favor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do yourself a favor. Watch The Night Watchman.
That's where I started my love for horror comedy.
Awesome.
Yes. So, with that, before we take a break to go refill, what is everybody drinking?
I'm drinking beer. I got Blue Moon. So
there it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm drinking tonight. So
I'm drinking sweet tea. I'm keeping it light right now.
Oh, yeah. You just got over a bellyache.
Yeah, I did.
We can't put that restaurant on blast, but food poisoning.
I feel like we mentioned it in a previous episode.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't think we said the name of the restaurant, but same fucking place got me food poisoning a while ago, and I couldn't eat any of my mom's food when she came into town. That was like the shittiest fucking week of my life, man.
If we're not saying it, I mean, it rhymes with Lurger Bing.
Yeah, maybe. Potentially. But you never know. So, Anthony is keeping it light, and I, on the other hand, am drinking for Anthony tonight. So, I'm starting off. I had to, dude, I think that it was just Ken. Like, I was waiting for Ken to be like, Brian, I read your comment about my beard, and I want to, like, I made that huge typo, dude. And it would have been like, and then as soon as you called me out on that typo, I was like, damn it, Brian. That's what you get for not proofreading, man. Like the scruff. If anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, like I was joking around with Ken because he shaved his scruff off his beard, and I was like, no, we have a petition where it's 3.4 people signed it. And he's like, get it up to 4. And I was like, damn it. I forgot to leave out the millions of people that are like, scruff, bring the scruff back. Such a rookie mistake I did.
I would love to grow the beard back, but the wife was getting tired of it. She was like, you know what? You need to lose that. You look like an old man. I was like, well, I am an old man. So there is that.
No. So I started pre-gaming with some Sailor Jerry. And I think as the night goes on, I'm going to slow it down, seeing how we're recording a lot earlier than we normally do. Yeah. So I'm going to end it with Bacardi. So, but you kind of hear it. Where
gotta mention all our major stuff.
Oh yeah, I always skip that too.
Oh yeah, check out our website beratedmovies.com. You can also check out our Redbubble store with our t-shirts, hoodies, tanks, and all the other merchandise that we have, and
stickers
and whatnot. And then also our Patreon is no longer, but our podcast subscription exclusive to Apple, Everything Gets Berated, is available. So if you want to check out our episodes on The President's Man, or
if you want to hear me get really upset. I'm not upset with Chuck Norris, okay? Let me get that straight, right? I don't want Chuck Norris to come over here and karate chop me with his chest hair. Right?
Yeah, or the United States of Insanity, then subscribe to our Apple podcast, subscriber podcast.
Yes. But refill, and let's come back and jump into a comedy of horrors.
All right, we're back with A Comedy of Horrors, Volume 1.
Right? Have our Volume 2 and 3 out yet?
Oh, no. Not yet. We're working on it. We're working on Volume 2.
It's still.
We got.
I guess you did say it came out in 2021.
Yeah, we've got part of it written. We've been doing some other things. We had the Western that we've been working on, and that was that took a lot of work. So, yeah.
Nice. Oh, there it is. Featuring the very first name.
Ken Arnold.
I know that guy.
There he is.
There it is.
And that was the name I was trying to think of, was Jimmy Bellinger, because I've seen him in a couple ABC things.
Yes, he's got a series out right now called Not Dead Yet. He's in that series that airs on Wednesday night.
Tell it. No, like we always, if there's anything, we always say all of our millions of fans, all of our Steven Seagals and everybody who's like, hey, I listen to those podcasts. Maybe one day, right?
Hey, there's all the people that spent the money. The executive producers, the directors of photography, they didn't spend any money. We gave them lots of it. And that's okay.
Like, there it is. So have you watched this before? We've spoke with other people, and they're just like, you know what? I've never watched any of the movies I've been in.
Yes, I've watched this many times because I edited and put it all together. So yeah, I've seen it many, many times.
All right. Well, that's how you were saying I know this in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
So we have a long shot of elementary school.
That's right.
I was about to say
that was my kid's elementary school. It no longer exists.
That's a real elementary school. That thing is gigantic, man. I was about to say that's a high school, but then I remember what the storyline is.
Yeah, it just got demolished recently, so it's not there anymore.
Because they had to break it up into 5 other elementary schools. You can't have 25,000 kids.
Well, you should see the new one. The new elementary school is even bigger. So, yeah.
Oh, so we open up and there's a substitute. This is the lady I was talking about. Clearly, she shouldn't be a sub, man. She looks like Anthony likes the Braveheart swords more than the katana swords, but she for sure loves Braveheart swords and clouds and rainy weather and dark makeup.
She does.
Topic.
She does. She's great, though. The actress, Kathy Searle, she's fantastic. You've seen her in a ton of commercials. You ever seen the Crown Jewels one where she comes in and says, "Are these Crown Jewels? Wrap them up. I'll take them." If you've ever seen that commercial, that was her. So,
really?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to tag it, Anthony. What the hell? Did she just use the Force on that guy?
She did.
And this will be the first and only time I've ever used a Star Wars reference in my life.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Please edit that, Anthony, out so that way. I've never seen any. Jesus, since she just yells at the kids about start paying attention.
Okay, I think the first time I saw that moment where she like yells, and when she yells at the kid, it reminded me of the Cheech and Chong Sister Mary Elephant.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to the first story. She's just reading. So this has to be like, hopefully like the last week of school, because it's our last week of school out here in Vegas. And so my kid comes home every day. He's like, "Oh, we just watched 2 new movies today." I'm like, "What the fuck? You didn't learn anything?" He's like, "Nope." And I talked to like other parents. They're just like, "Yeah, no, they've just been watching movies all week." And I was like, "What the shit?" So now we're apparently having a key party where there's nothing but clowns in it.
That's right. It's a clown swinger party. There you go. That's Jamie Nash, by the way, who was juggling right there. That's Jamie Nash, director Jamie Nash, writer Jamie Nash.
So here's a funny story about me. My grandma and my great-grandma were actually professional clowns.
Oh, nice.
For real.
Yeah. Did they go to clown college?
I have no idea.
They probably did.
I just remember they were professional clowns, and when my great-grandma died, my grandma had like a shirt or like a mask made of her and put her like in the driver's seat of her car with like the clown wig. Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So we get a clown machete house party murder.
Exactly. Look at that. Oh,
good
blood,
God.
Stuff's flying around. Oh,
wow.
There's so many honking noises.
And you can get like
and
comical
and that was Jamie Nash lying bloodily against the wall. So
dude,
now we're at
guy?
The police station.
Oh, here he is.
Oh boy.
Here's this dude with the blue hair.
That's De Luca, with the green hair, and that's me right there. Yeah, that's me, blue hair.
And here we come.
Complaining about his squeakers.
Yes, his squeaker never works. He's always, What we wanted to do with the concept of the Clown Town, we didn't have the budget to do it, was everything we wanted to be just clowned out. But we couldn't, we just didn't have the budget.
Like what else?
I mean, like everything. Like we wanted the pants, we wanted the big collars, we wanted cars, we wanted the street, decorated.
All right,
you know what I mean? Like everything.
Yeah, man. Like my mom, for a little bit, started to become like a clown, and we're just like, "Mom, what are you doing, man? You're a fucking doctor. Don't put on these goddamn clothes."
Right.
But they would make their own. Like, yeah, I'm not kidding. Like, they would sew the hula hoop into their clothes, so that way, look, they were big fatties, and they had everything like that. Yeah, man. Like the giant pencil, the magic tricks. Like, I think because that, like, I can do. Like, I don't want to toot my own horn, but like, I'm pretty decent with like balloon animals.
Absolutely.
Uh-oh.
But the thing I really enjoy about this this part of the movie is
the mime,
like, just the whole, like, the commitment to the bit that everything is clown. If we're gonna go clown, everything's gonna be clown.
Yep.
If it's gonna be a dark moment, it's gonna have clowns. It's gonna be funny, and like I think you could turn this into a movie on its own, and it wouldn't feel like you're stretching it out because there's so much Like there's so much to it.
That's Dan Franco. So he's been in Veep. He's been on The Wire. Obviously, he's great Chuckles the Clown for us. So he was sexy dance man in The Night Watchman. So Barney, when he's doing the sexy dance, yeah, that's Dan. Yeah. So when I first asked him to do this role, he was like, "What? I'm a clown? Yeah, you're a clown. You're going to dress."
But trust me, it's going to make sense.
Yes.
No, that's awesome. So we have him on his lunch break, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Just in the middle of the forest, and there's a seat. Oh, what the hell? There's somebody stalking him. That's pretty funny, though, because normally it's the clown stalking somebody, but all you see is a faded, like blurry vision of somebody with just a blue shirt. Not, you know, they didn't look like they had clown makeup on or anything like that.
So do you guys remember the when the clowns were in the news and they were just like showing up everywhere on the sides of roads? And, well,
Shut up.
That's what we wanted to do. We wanted to switch the, flip it. Well, what if the opposite was true, where it was a town full of clowns?
I thought you were going to say that we had part of that, and I was like, Ken, I'm pretty sure that was illegal, man.
No,
they shouldn't have been able to be doing that.
We did not do that. No, that was not us. We got contacted about it, but not us.
So it was like, hey, we recently saw your movie. Was this you that was terrorizing everybody?
Yep. You see the pink-haired clown? Do you know who she is? The pink-haired clown right there. I'm going to tell you who she is.
The one getting her hair cut with the oversized scissors?
Yep. That is Rain Pryor, Richard Pryor's daughter.
Wow. No way.
Yep.
Damn.
Wow.
See, this is amazing. Like I said, this is the first time that we've had the actual, like.
That was my favorite barbershop, too. It closed recently.
That's a real barbershop, too.
It was. Yeah, it was called Dell's. And the guy, Dell, who owned it, he played in Elvis's band. He has pictures of him playing with Elvis.
Oh, wow.
Damn. He played saxophone in Elvis's band. He toured with him. Yeah.
Dude.
I mean, going back to that scene, the clown that is my favorite is Jiggets.
Jiggets, yeah.
In there, because he's the most unique looking clown.
Yes. With the little tuft of hair right in the middle of his head.
Yeah.
That's great. Oh, by the way, this is my daughter's car, and we used it for every car in the movie.
Really? Everyone?
Yeah. Do you see the license plate? It says sheriff across it.
No, man.
We had details. We had some details.
Did you guys mess up her car?
No.
We spoke with the people from Feed Me, and they told us about how they rented that house, like Airbnb'd that house. Mm-hmm. And they're like, dude, by the time we left, they said it smelled delicious. I'm pretty sure they smelled like bacon and like cherry syrup or something like that. And like, because all the blood that we used was just cherry sauce or cherry syrup. And then we actually did cook a bunch of food in there. So it was just, and then we spoke to somebody else who's like, oh, that was my parents' house. And we had to repaint it. And I was like, dude, if you ever sold that house, like take pictures of like the scenes and be like, hey, this living room right here was actually right here in this movie. And that'd be like an upsell, right? Like if you ever sell your house, you can be like, this was my basement and this is where I did my podcast.
Exactly.
And they'd be like, oh, what the hell? But really, no, we, ever since, what do you call it? The Italian Job, I always just wanted to get a Mini Cooper and put like some rhino lining on it and just fucking go ham around town.
See the car? Same car.
I was about to say, is that the same one?
Exactly. It is the same car. Those other cars, we have no idea whose cars they are, but we did put dots all over them.
Really? So it's one of those things where you have been in that person's life and they have no idea that you were in it.
Yes. Then we put dots all over their cars. So
now we're back in the woods. We have the sheriff and deputy, and there's a blue tarp. And they're like, you pull it. No, you pull it. All right. They're going to do it at the same time.
This is pretty much how me and Dan act in real life. So this was, yeah. He's like, fuck you. You do it. All right.
So how much of this was was scripted versus.
It was all scripted. We did do some improvisation, but not too much. Yeah, most of
it just looks like we've said it in like we like the movies that are so open. There it is. There's the scene. I remember that. There's the scene where you're like, watch this movie and then let me know what you think. And I was like, was he talking about the baby flipping him off? Because like you made it like I was waiting and I was like, oh, there's going to be something coming up. And then it's just a gigantic man hand that flips him off. Whose hand was that?
That was the first AD's hand, by the way.
Oh,
yeah. So Matt Maslinski. So he's a really good director in his own right. So he does some great stuff. But yeah, he was first AD on ours. So
and then here we go.
Yeah.
So
that was my idea, though. The baby flipping everybody off. That was my idea. I was like, we got to do it. Come on, guys. We just got.
Yeah, like we were waiting, and like I was like, oh shit. Well, Ken told us to look for something, so we got to like look for like the Easter egg that's going to happen. And then when it just did, I was like, he fucking trolled us, man. Like he got us good. Like, like what's that? The circle game where you put your index and thumb in a circle and put it below your yeah right. So now the sheriff and deputy, there's a dead clown in the forest that they took the tarp off, and there's a pizza though, and they're deciding whether or not why the hell they would do this. Well, I mean, I guess for scientific reasons to see how long they've been dead.
How fresh is this pizza?
Yeah.
Well, here's the deal, right? I wasn't supposed to be the one who got bloody. But when they shot the thing off, they did the special effect. The wind was blowing, and it blew it onto me instead of De Luca. De Luca was supposed to be the bloody one.
Really?
Yes.
Does that look so intentional? Like you were the one that was covered, and then De Luca had 0 on him.
Yep. Yeah, a little bit, but he was the one who was supposed to get it.
And that's why you guys looked confused at each other. He's just like, damn, sucks to be you.
I mean, it's a good take to go with, though. It looks really natural, and
that's awesome.
I love that he keeps eating as he's throwing up
because his pizza doesn't have anything on it.
By the way, that was Progresso soup that we were spewing up.
I was about to ask, like, how did the puke keep getting more and thicker as it kept going?
Progresso soup.
The thicker. All right, what kind?
It was the Italian wedding.
Oh,
yeah.
It just kept getting thicker, and it was like a montage of just vomits that just kept going. You're just like, all right, at any given moment, your belly is going to be empty.
Every time we edited that scene or looked at it, we would laugh the entire time. We'd have to stop editing, and we would laugh at us just throwing up repeatedly like that.
Dude. So now there's the other.
Look at the size of the clock on the wall in the background. What the hell?
That is a huge clock.
I know it.
It would break Flavor Flav's neck.
I bought that at an antique store. That clown. And this dummy, Franco, he swung it and broke the head off.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I was like, damn it, man. I got that at an antique shop.
Hopefully it wasn't that much. Well, I mean, if it's at an antique shop.
Yeah, I mean,
in the scene.
It was enough, you know?
Right. So we're all at the family from the closet, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, just making sure.
But I love how he hands her the weapon and thinks that his karate hands are going to stop an assailant. That's classic, like, male dad action right there.
Yeah, there was one time I don't know what the fuck I did in my first house that we owned. Like, I did something where like I couldn't walk for like a day or two, and then like I had this weird dream that somebody came into the house. And I was like, oh fuck! So I like try to get out of bed, and my wife is like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I heard somebody downstairs." She's like, "You can't even fucking walk," and like that was the most humbling part. I was like, "Fuck!" And she's like, "I'll go see," and then she's like, "Yeah, nobody's downstairs." I was like, "Oh, all right." So the dad clown is now downstairs, and he has pummeled somebody with a bat, right?
He's on his way. Yeah.
Uh-oh. And then behind him, the fuck? There's just some random dude with a butcher's knife and machete
Yeah, so now he's walking around with the batting practice bat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right in the junk. You need them.
There.
That's my daughter, by the way, the little girl.
Really?
Blue hair, yeah.
Which those scenes are always great suspense, but I love how he runs out of the house and around and catches the cop right as they open the door.
Mm-hmm. That's Chris Walker. He's in Last Night at Terrace Lanes. He plays the bad guy in that.
The cult leader, right?
Yep, he is.
So,
boom! Have some of that, Chris. Boom.
That was quick. Yeah. So the family ducks, and then the sheriff blasts the killer in the chest.
That's usually how it goes.
Damn.
Right?
That was for my father. Just saying. Nobody notices this. I'm going to point something out to you right now. So the Deputy Dimples has a blue nose for the entire movie. What color is his nose now?
Oh.
Nobody ever notices. Nobody ever says anything.
Red. What the heck?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
Yep. That was a continuity mess up by the makeup people.
Really?
Costume people. Yeah. But we always play it off. We say, oh, yeah. That's real meat, by the way, on his chest.
Oh, wow.
Yep. The special effects people were like, yeah, we're just going to use real meat. That's a real tomato. We put on his nose.
Just throw powder and tomato on. It's like a clown send off.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was the clown from the barbershop that was missing.
That's right.
And it was fucking.
Can't trust anybody. And then we go into the Clint Eastwood Western close up.
And then everybody uses the montage of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dude.
And he's still alive. So we could potentially do a Clown Town sequel. I feel we could. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think we should. These kids were great, though. When we shot with them, they were like, it was really tough, though, to get them to act scared because they were laughing the whole time. We're trying to get them to act scared and they're laughing. So you'll even see them in some of the scenes where they're cowering. They're all laughing.
Which like, this isn't going to happen.
Yeah. I was wondering on this part, like, because some of the stuff she says, I know it's not stuff that like you say in front of kids.
Yes.
Like, how do you pull that part off?
Okay, so we warned the parents ahead of time. They were okay with it up to a point, right? And then we left the hardcore stuff for after the kids were gone and we shot the close-ups.
Oh, okay.
So when she was in the room by herself and we shot the close-ups, she said pretty much whatever she wanted, But a couple times,
there goes that guy.
Yeah, a couple times you saw some of the people, just the parents were like, oh, you could hear them and see them like, oh, I can't believe you said that in front of the kids. It was pretty funny. And we were like, oh, we're so sorry. But the parents were cool. They were fine. There he is, Jimmy Bellinger, Skittles Pox kid.
Yeah, so this is the Mr. Ferkley.
Mm-hmm.
Over there.
What am I thinking? What's the word I'm losing here? The portion of the movie.
Dude was such a weird ass thing. 7. My dog is gonna fuck this shit up. This dog.
So we actually take the puppet to conventions, horror conventions. The puppet comes with us. The puppeteer comes too, but we're only allowed to have him there for a certain amount of time because he annoys the shit out of everybody.
Probably that voice.
They only allow us to have him there for like an hour or two because he's always walking around because he has no filter, right? The puppet, it's like the comedian, the dog with the cigar, the comedian who does it. It's like him.
God, what's his name?
The one that Eminem used to do.
Yes, but I mean, it's just he's just
Conan,
rude as shit. So I actually have to follow him around when we're at the cons and let him know when kids are around. So he tones it back. I'm like, dude, you got to tone it way like I'll tap him and say kids. And he's like, okay. And then he tones it way back. Because otherwise he's telling people to go fuck themselves. And oh, it's ridiculous. He got, what's his name? Richie Sambora. We were at a con and Richie Sambora was there signing autographs. And he went up and he was like yapping at Sambora. And Sambora turned and looked at him and said, fuck off. Right. And then he came back and he was like, yeah, that guy over there told me. I said, dude, that is the coolest thing that's ever going to happen to you ever. Richie Sambora is going to tell you to fuck off.
That's pretty funny.
That's pretty funny.
That's the most rock star thing that's ever going to happen to you.
Yeah. When I was, I used to go to BSU and we had a pretty big concert coming to town and there were some pretty big names that were in there. And I got into a little altercation with one of the rappers. I was like, fuck you. Like, I'm the one that's supposed to hook you up tonight. Like, what the fuck? Get out of here. You know? And then my friends always made fun of me. They're like, yeah, dude, you almost got into a fight with like a famous person when it's just you. You know? And I was like, dude, fuck that guy.
So with this segment, we were kind of trying to keep it like more kid showy, like with the video, the way we shot it.
Yeah.
So it looks a little bit different. Like it's more well lit than the other stuff for the most part, but
yeah, it does. And this one, I can. That's the thing I appreciate about these. There's a distinct tone change to based on the story kind of thing going on.
But it's also kind of weird. Like, why is that chick with you? If she's like, oh, I love your fucking puppet. Like, right? We're to that. Everybody just want to make sure we're all the same time frame.
Yeah.
She's just about ready to attack him. Ready? Here she goes. She's going to jump his bones. Yeah.
Which I just tackles this. Like if there's a talking stuffed thing talking shit at me, that would be pretty annoying and also pretty funny.
This part was like the most uncomfortable part for me watching this.
Going, oh yeah,
what did we do? Yeah,
he's talking. So what's going on is he thinks he's being woken up by some fellatio, and she's in the bathroom, and she's coming out, and she clearly sees the sheet going up and down, and he's like, "Oh, there you go." And he thinks it's her, and then he realizes that it's the Muppet or the puppet, and he still lets it go. Like, that's the most fucked up part right there. Right? And then she just realized, like, you see it clearly moving up and down. Like, I don't know, like, thankfully and hopefully never this happens where somebody catches me doing, the 5-knuckle shuffle. But I guarantee, especially for a one-night stand, coming out of the bathroom and being like, hey, what are you doing under there? Oh, nothing. No, I clearly see you doing something. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
He starts punching it. He's like, boom, boom,
boom, boom. Like,
She's like, why are you punching your own junk? What's going on?
Exactly. And then the fact that she, like, see, and here's another thing, too, that we always say, like, communication would be best. If he's like, hey, trust me, like, there's this puppet down here filleting me. Like, it's not me.
Like, I still don't know how we did the legs moving like that either, by the way. And I was there, and I was like, what in the hell is happening right now? How are these legs moving?
Well, if the puppet was real. It was just going around ZJing people up. Oh, so now they're fighting, and he bites her face, right?
Oh,
and now she's in the bathroom. But wouldn't that right there, if I was like, how'd this puppet get off your hand and bite my face? clearly it's not fucking me then, right?
Yeah, that would be a little weird. But she's still so mesmerized by this puppet that she's
That
just
she's
into
still
it.
just willing to get down because this dude was the voice of the puppet.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't think I've ever been like, hey, because you did this. Well, I mean, in college there was this volleyball girl, and I was like, oh, you're the head volleyball person? All right, here we go. And because of her, thank you, there's like 2 or 3 other people. So,
All right, where are you at? He's at the bathroom door right now trying to talk her out of there. Is that where we are?
Yeah.
28:33. She came out with the taser.
No, she's not out yet.
What the fuck? How come my shit's so much faster?
I don't know. You got it playing at a faster speed on YouTube? You watching it on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm watching on YouTube Red. Where are you guys at, Anthony?
Now 28:59.
Yep, me too. 28. Yep. Still outside the bathroom door.
See, so that's weird because
She hasn't.
Okay.
all right.
Recording started. Go ahead. If you want to count, Brian.
Oh, 3, 2, 1, go. So weird. He's trying to convince her, like, babe, trust me. This is normal. No, it's not. You were just.
I love that the puppet changes his voice to Jimmy's voice, which is
Oh,
amazing.
yeah. He does. He's like, no, trust me, come out. And he's all threatening her to kill her and everything.
All right, she's got a razor. That's a razor blade.
Is it a real razor?
Well, it doesn't have a razor in it. No, we took the razor out. But yeah.
I'll say there's one thing I know
Yeah.
about Filipino women in Manila is that they carry the razors on them.
Oh, he ripped his eyes off, and now she's
There
dead.
they go.
Yeah. Well, she's not dead, but she's knocked out. So this was a fun little fight scene right here. That's a stunt man that's rolling down the thing.
He took his eyeballs off.
And then
Oh.
these are always hard to pull off when he's like self-fighting with his own arm, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's pretty talented to be able to do that and make
Yep.
it look believable.
Oh, he did a great job with the puppet, Jimmy.
Oh.
Miojos. He's looking for his eyeballs.
He made him fall downstairs.
And here we go.
That's how we did.
Thankfully. So he's still just squabbing up, man.
I love the kitchen. Do some Shakespeare in the park. Write a book. Write a book. Do Shakespeare in the park.
Whose house was this?
This is my friend Bob Ryan. It's his house. We shot a couple segments here. We did this one and the Clowntown Swingers Party we shot in his house.
Oh wow.
So the Clowntown Swingers Party, all that blood that happened.
Mm-hmm. They were cool with it. They didn't care. They was
Well,
like,
like,
yeah, go
how
ahead.
hard is it to clean that up and everything like that? Like, what did you guys use?
We used corn syrup with a coloring for it, which it was easy to clean up, but still you had to. But they didn't care. They were like, "Look, we're redoing this room anyway. Go ahead and do what you got to do. We're going to take care of it." So
See, and that's when you take
Yeah.
pictures of it and then you just frame it and put it on the wall.
yeah, so it
See?
was cool.
Brian, selling houses in 2024, I guess. Right?
Film a horror movie in your house and then sell it.
Right? Let's murder 50 people in your house and then put it on the market.
This was crazy when we set this damn puppet on fire.
Which like
There he goes. We had the stunt guys there that usually set real people on fire for us, but they set the puppet on fire. That shot right there where we dip them in the water, that's a fish tank shot in my basement right here.
Really?
Yep. It was set
Oh
up
wow.
5 feet from where I'm sitting right now. We had a fish tank. We had the camera underneath of it, and boom, we stuck the puppet's face right into the fish tank. It was great. A great shot.
See, then here's something funny too. It's like we always like wonder, like your wife, did you guys say, hey, babe, can I have a gigantic flame going on? And then can I do this?
They were fine. Like I said, my buddy Bob, he's cool with all this stuff. He's like, yeah, you're going to set a puppet on fire in my house? I don't care. Burn it down. I'll get the insurance.
I got good insurance.
Yeah, I got the insurance. Don't worry.
Oh, so now he's got the duct tape on his hand?
Yeah.
See, duct tape. See, Anthony, I always would joke around with my mom. I was like, Mom, if I went camping and I had a cast iron skillet and I got that fucking thing red hot and I just chopped my arm off, then just cauterized the end of it with the cast iron skillet. She's like, Brian, why the hell would you do that? I was like, Mom, just asking a question, dude. Like, see? Uh-oh. So now...
I mean, it should technically, like, I don't know.
Right, it should work. Just, again, more medical advice that Brian gives on this podcast, man. Like,
I wouldn't recommend it, no.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend losing your hand first. That would be, yeah.
Dude, if that puppet, that puppet just filleted you when you were gonna get smashed up by this chick who's, you know, in this movie way out of your league. But in real life, he probably, you know, gets them.
So we have the burned puppet. We have the regular puppet. We have a puppet with big eyes. That like we had 3 different versions of that puppet. So
do you own any of these puppets?
Yeah, well, I have them in my office.
Oh hell yeah!
So the one I gave back to the puppeteer because he joins us at horror cons, and I'm just like, why don't you just keep it and just, you know, because it's ours. We paid for it. You know, it's, you know, we had the puppets made for the movie. The kid who does it, though, he's a friend of an actor friend of mine that I had known for years. And his son does puppetry, and we were just like, you know what, we're going to get you in one of our movies one of these days. And we did, you know, and it's bittersweet because his father was such a good friend of ours, and he was in our early movies, our short films and stuff we did, but his father passed away from cancer. And, you know, just to have him on any movie, his son, is a treat and a pleasure, and we're just glad he's there working with us. So it's amazing. So
he made the 3 puppets. Is that a Fugler in the background, the red poster?
That's another puppet that he designed. And he does posters of his puppets, and we hung them all around the set.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. The kid went to Second City for improv to be a better puppeteer in Chicago. So
it's a big thing then, huh?
Yeah, yeah. So, and we also have that version of the puppet, too, with the glass teeth.
Oh, geez.
The glass teeth one, that's the most fucked up one of them all.
Yeah.
Because he just got jacked up, and then he just somehow those are in his mouth, and he's going to start chomping people.
Mm-hmm.
So the more you destroy him, he becomes more lethal. This is terrifying.
That dude, oh man, he hit her with his non-dominant hand with the cast iron pan and knocked her out.
Yep.
Oh, we forgot to also mention how the puppet was like trying to what do you call it? Negotiate with me. He's like, no, you masturbate with me with your right hand. Don't chop me off. He's like, nope, sorry.
Oh,
right in the dick.
Oh, and now he's hitting him in the head while he's chopping on his. That's just bad.
Dude, and then I was slowly pulled his head back. He's like, my penis. Like, what the fuck?
That's what I call fun.
And then here it goes.
Berkeley's Funhouse.
He's all happy. He's like, hell yeah. He looks all jacked up. He looks like he's over on D Street. Like how everybody who's listening to this has a D Street, and they're just like, yeah, you don't go to fucking streets that have.
No, you don't.
Yep. Go to the letter streets.
You stay away from D Street.
Yep. The letters and numbers. Oh, so now burnt crisp is making out with the girl. Ew, what the fuck does she? The fur ball, right?
Yeah, which that is crazy gross.
See, that's the girl that we got in trouble that one time. We were just like, no, that's the girl that you're with, but you don't bring her home to mom. They're like, what do you mean? How come you can't bring home me home to your mom? Well, because you make out with puppets that just filleted somebody. Mm-hmm.
Which the fact that she is like into a puppet and wants to have like tickle fights and whatever, it's just, I mean, it plays into the weirdness.
So Jackie Jones, the actress who plays this role, she was actually in Swedish Playboy, I think it was. You can Google it. Yeah, you can find her, Jackie Jones. She did a spread in Swedish Playboy, I think it was. She has you follow her on Instagram. She's got an OnlyFans page.
There you go.
So yeah, she does. So
now
we're back at the class.
Back at the class.
The teacher once again menacing the fucking students.
Which she's
they're
a
all
great
afraid.
evil teacher.
She's great. Kathy Searle is fun. I did a Western called Bill Tillman and the Outlaws, and she played my wife in that. So
Bill Tillman and the Outlaws?
Yep. And she was my wife in that. Yep.
Oh, she's getting ready to tell another story.
Last Maid Standing.
I love
What
how
did it
they
say?
acknowledge the principal's wig because it flies off his head.
Yes.
soon as
How
he
come he
gets
got
hit.
burned into blue?
Then he got zapped. So this one's called Last Maid Standing. And is directed by Nick Tucker and Taylor Hamilton. They're out of San Francisco, actually.
Oh, I think I remember this one.
Which, this was the other one that I thought that, like, if you're gonna, flesh something out into a whole movie,
Yes.
this would be one you could do it with because
Yeah, 100%.
it's just so good.
Yep.
Who hasn't done this? Oh, wait, this me? Hold on.
There's my buddy Greg Crow, the delivery guy. He passed away not long after this. So I know. So yeah, it's a comedy, and I'm bringing it down. But he's such a great actor, and we loved him so much. Great actor. A lot of fun.
Dude,
So-
I think I remember. I don't know how this. I can't remember how this ends, but I think I remember the. What do you call it? The moral of the story is don't be a fuck. Like there's so many movies that we watch where you're like, dude, if you weren't such a fucking asshole, you would have lived. If you weren't a piece of shit, guess what? You would have lived.
Exactly.
So we're at a bridesmaid party and it opens up with the girl in the bathtub and she's like, guess what, bitches? And then it shows, some shit going into the drinks, the margaritas. And then she just lays into the bathtub. And now and then I'm going to get in trouble for these ones. And again, this is just the movie, nobody in real life, but there's some skanks downstairs. They're like arguing about a bunch of shit. And you're just like, how the fuck are you guys friends? Anthony and I got questioned once. So it's like, how come you guys are friends? We're just like, what the fuck? Like, Anthony's always 100% wrong for liking Xbox, but I still like him. Like, he's a good guy. He doesn't have good gaming console choices, but, he's pretty solid.
So the guy right there, the only guy in the shot here, Matthew Bowerman, he was the delivery guy in The Night Watchman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Which I this is the thing I like about this one is there's not really a good person in this entire thing. And it's really just the lesser of the evils. Which I know for some people that's not something that they can get into, but I think that makes for like good kind of like crunchy moral storytelling.
Yes. So these guys, the guys who directed this, they are looking actually to make this into a feature film. So
This would be
I
good.
hope so. Like, this is a good ass. I remember not everything, but it kind of reminded me of they made like before Hunger Games came out, something like that, where like it's the last man standing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, that's exactly what this kind of reminded me of.
Battle Royal.
Yes, Battle Royale, the Korean version of the fucking movie before Hunger Game. Damn, Anthony, good fucking job, man. How the
Love
hell?
those
What?
movies.
Pulled it right out of his ass, didn't he?
God
What?
damn.
That movie
I'm
sticks with me
fucking-
forever. I love that
I'll give
movie.
you a pass tonight for fucking choosing Xbox. That's
It's all
how
right.
fucking amazing
You'll come
that
to the
was,
right side
dude.
eventually.
More vomit.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a lot more vomit in this movie than I thought.
Yeah. Everybody
What?
vomits really well. Like it looks like gross yucky vomit.
So the vomit, was it at least warmed up or was it just straight from the can? There's like, put it in the fucking mouthful and then spit it out.
It was straight from the can, man.
God.
We were just like, fuck it. Just do it. Just do it. We didn't have a
fucking
lot of
talked
time. So
Daniel, well, we spoke to another producer and they were talking about, and I made a fucked up comment about eating cold hot dogs and that's why they deserve to die. Right? Because they had fucking just gone camping. They was like, oh, let me just eat these hot dogs raw. And you're just like, that's fucking disgusting. Right? And he's like, why'd you make that comment? That's like, that's the only time. He's like, that's the one fucking, what do you call it? The one thing that we didn't really care about. And then you pointed out, like, hey, they ate those raws. They didn't even put them on the fucking fire. Like, gross, dude. Fucking cold soup from a can. Oh, what else? The fucking thing. Remember when he drank the Vienna sausage juice
Oh yeah.
from the can?
All eyes.
God. My Filipino aunts and uncles never even did that, dude. I was so fucking grossed out when I fucking saw that.
So now she's the girl that went into the bathtub is explaining that she put a neurotoxin in the margarita mix.
Mm-hmm.
And now everybody is going to die without an antidote.
So that guy that's in there, is that the bride's the fucking bride? The groom to be?
No, he's one of the bridesmaids.
Oh,
Right.
all right. See?
Right.
This whole
He
time
is.
I was like, dude, why is that guy there?
Yeah, he's
But
one
then
of
I
the
was kind
bridesmaids.
of like, why is he gonna marry a girl?
But I always took him as like a best friend or like a gay bestie.
Yeah.
I always took him as the husband that was trying to hide something.
Nah. He was the gay bestie.
There it is.
Yep.
So don't go to a bachelorette party because you're going to get murdered and, you know. So basically, when that girl in the beginning put herself into the bathtub, she had a note on her phone that said, play me. And so they're watching the video that is explained to everybody. Like, hey, guess what? Y'all motherfuckers are about to die because you were pieces of shit. Like, you're rude. They probably don't tip very well. You know, they're Karens. They go to Target all the time.
Yep.
But
I mean-
it's really weird because they all have nice haircuts.
They
None of
do.
them have the short cut.
Yeah.
It's like, let me speak to your manager. You know,
I mean,
like this is.
I think
Target
they're
has nice
a little
stuff,
young.
but I don't need organically raised sausage from the best farm in the world. I can go to Walmart. I'm good.
So basically, what she said, hey, there's going to be 2 antidotes. With those antidotes, only Deborah. I think Deborah's the next fucking Karen, right? Can we agree on that? Deborah's the next, right?
I agree.
Yeah. So now and then Deborah. So after she said Deborah can only open the safe, everybody's going and opening up all of the bridesmaids gifts or the bride's gifts, the wedding gifts,
Yeah.
right? And then there's like hammers and fucking a crossbow, fucking all these other random weapons. And then there's a safe. And I like how everybody saw her open the safe, and then she's like, "Oh, nothing to see here, folks." You're not smooth, Deborah. I have a friend and his mom's name's Debbie. So I can't really make fun of Deborah name too much.
What's the life expectancy of a cokehead?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I love
Stuart.
that. Like everybody is, you know,
Stuart.
like everybody's going to that level. Like, what are you worth based upon what you can give to the world?
Exactly.
As if that's what they were concerned about.
I have, you know, everybody's like, oh, I have something going on next week. I can't fucking miss it. Okay, then I'll let you live.
Yeah.
No. It's not how it fucking works. Everybody, like, you can't be like, hey, you can't fire me because I have bills to pay. Guess what, bitch? Everybody else has bills to pay too.
Jessica would definitely choose Jessica. Jessica's going to bite it. Watch this. Fuck you, Jessica.
Oh, here we go.
Here it comes. Her. She's the one. She's the instigator.
Right into it.
Right in her back. Fuck. Jesus Christ.
I have the weirdest erection right now because of that scene. Like, there's gotta be like, she's gotta be a good chick, like, in the bedroom. But then you're just like, oh, you know, like, you text your mom and she's like, why are you fucking texting Raquel? I'm like, trust me, babe. No. And then there you go, fucking Lorena Bobbitt your ass.
Oh.
So she just goes around, she starts it off, man. She's in it. Like, I think that she thinks this is a race, not a marathon. She's just starting off strong, and she's trying to get quantity over quality for these murders.
Most certainly.
You know?
Oh, she wants to eliminate everybody. She wants to get the antidote for herself. There's only 2 things of it. They all know it.
I would get both of them just in case. Let's see, just in case the first one doesn't work, right?
We rented that car, by the way, that Mustang.
Just for the shoot. Just a normal Mustang, or
just a normal Mustang, but it was orange. It was pretty looking, so we got it.
You know what's funny is my father-in-law, where they live, there's only 2 of those in the entire state, and he had one of them. It was a Mach 1.
Oh, nice!
It was a Mach 1, and so he had it, and he would let my son go into the car and mess around with it and everything like that, and then he's like, all right, I'm fucking done with it, and then they sold it. But yeah, the entire state, he had that burnt orange color too, and everything like that.
Stab her in the face. Oh, no.
Oh, hold on. Here she goes. See, fuck that. Oh. Right to the throat.
I love that moment before where he's got the bow, and like he has the weakest of the range weapons because your reload is forever on those.
Yes.
That's going to take forever.
Well, that's what he did. He threw it at her.
Yeah.
You didn't say it? He chucked it at her and hit her in the head with it.
Did you guys have a crossbow when you guys were younger? Like, we're all about the same age.
I did not.
I'm pretty sure I had that exact same crossbow from fucking Target. And it just shot it's called a bolt.
Yep.
Like, did you guys get that? Do you know where they got that? It's not even a prop because it's a real fucking crossbow. Yeah. Like, where'd you guys get that?
The prop guy, I don't know where he got it, but he collected all his weapons.
Like, he's like, trust me, I've got
one. Trust me, yes, I got it.
You guys want a fucking crossbow for a fucking weapon? So now, are you guys to the point where they're fucking double fisting weapons now?
They're in their bedroom together is what I got.
Yep. All right. There. So you think that you could fucking, no offense to somebody, well, even us, like, if you have an axe in one hand and then a fucking crossbow in the other, like, you really think that you're going to get a fucking precise and strong enough swing with a one-handed axe?
No.
You ain't
probably
motherfucking
not.
onion.
No.
And then I'm just assuming, not to make an ass out of you and me, the old joke, that you're using the crossbow with your non-dominant hand.
Mm-hmm.
So you think that you're going to get a precise shot off with your non-dominant hand with a crossbow and a fucking heavy enough swing to murk somebody? Rethink your game.
Yeah, more weapons is not always better than less. But
Right.
the part where the guy dies on the docks, that was the part where I was starting to think that like he had a lot of blood loss. So how do we know that this actually is a neurotoxin and these people aren't just going based off of like what they were told?
Yeah,
Because she said so.
We're
in the
believing a
bathtub.
lot here. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I'm pretty sure it's the rule that when you're naked and in a bathtub, you tell the truth.
yeah. Is that the rule?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't ever recall lying in a bathtub, like sitting in a bathtub lying, not lying in a bathtub lying. That would be so.
Yeah, like you can't really do it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever lied in a bathtub. I mean, I've laid down in a bathtub, but I've never lied, like told a lie. Maybe I have. I don't know. I can't remember.
But then, like you can't, right? Because there's like, really, you're gonna fucking tell a lie to me?
You tell the truth. Yeah, you got to tell the truth in
See?
a bathtub.
See,
You got to.
you're vulnerable. That's what the problem is. If you ever go into somebody's house and they're wearing a bathing suit inside a bathtub, nah, don't believe that.
That's weird. Yeah, that's
They're fucking hella weird.
Yeah.
See, everybody? See the shit that you learn, listen to us? Medical advice, telling the truth advice. Like, there's so much shit that you learn from us.
Uh-oh. They got her. They found her.
Man, because she made noise.
Right? It's so weird, too. Like, whose
My
house
friend-
was this?
This was one of our investors, Bill Steffi. He's in the Night Watchman. He's one of the guys that gets his throat ripped out. He's laying on the office floor. But it's his house. He sold this house.
I was going to say, this is a fucking beautiful house, man.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
goddamn.
phenomenal. I mean, he sold it not long after and got a ton of money for it, man. It's awesome. It's right on the water. It's a beautiful house. So,
Dude, it's so like what is it? Look, it's at least what 3 stories at least.
yes.
Dude, this house was amazing. Like, and that's the thing too. Like, where Anthony and I will watch movies and like I don't want to sound like we're all old or something. We're just like, oh, look at that fucking beautiful landscape. Oh, look at that house.
Yeah.
Like that could go on the market right now. Like, fucking beautiful, man. Oh, so now they got her out of the closet, or what the fuck was that? A boiler room in a house?
Yeah.
They're like, you're going to open up this fucking safe.
The utility
now-
closet.
Oh, we forgot to also mention that 2 girls 2 times have like teamed up, been like, hey, me and you are besties. And every single time that they've said that, they're just like, did you forget that I hate you? And every single fucking girl, like all these women have been invited to this goddamn bachelorette party and everybody hates each other.
Yeah,
Let's
I think this movie, this film deserves a longer, like it deserves a feature. You know what I mean? This particular,
And it's just the acting of it too. Like I said, like apologize for them, but the fucking they all act like just a bunch of skanks to each other.
Yeah.
Where they're just like, no, fuck you, no, fuck you. But hey, let's take a fucking selfie together. Like, you know, they're all a bunch of bitches in this goddamn movie.
I actually know people like that.
Dude, I knew this
like
one
this.
girl. Yes, I knew this one manager, and Anthony, and we talked about it, where she admitted, and I'll even say, oh, I won't say her name this time, but the girl that I've said her name, where she admitted that her vagina was so big she couldn't use tampons, she was the one, yes, the one that like woke up every morning and was like, hey, I'm going to think of a new rumor to spread.
Ugh.
Like, she was just a shitty human. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know.
Like, why? Why would you wake up and then you go home and like give your significant other a high five? Like, hey, babe, I spread another rumor today.
Good
Like,
work.
Fucking good job, I guess. You fucking nerd. But all this movie, I really hope that they do make a longer version of it, because all of them like clearly have issues with each other. Where it's like, hey, you want to go over to my house this weekend and watch the fights? You know, Carl's coming. They'll be like, fuck, I hate Carl. But I do like the fights, so I'm going to come over there. every single person has this where they might be friends with the bride, but they're just like, oh, I fucking hate Carl. Oh, goddamn, fucking Carol's going to be there. Oh, fuck this shit, you know? Every single one of these people hate every other person. And the bride seems like a fucking horrible person in the first place anyways.
Yeah, he's a bit of a see you next Tuesday, but aren't they all?
Yeah,
Right.
I took her as like kind of like the
Oh,
bridezilla.
And all of a sudden a fucking stripper. That's the box that dude was delivering. That dude's been in the goddamn box this whole fucking time, listening to everybody get fucking murdered.
Yeah, and guess what? That's sexy Barney from The Night Watchman.
That's the dance.
We make him dance in every movie we have him in. We make him dance.
We do. It's like,
we're not kidding.
You know how I was talking about earlier before we recorded? I was like, Ken, I fucking hate my voice, man. Like, I was telling him, Anthony, I was like, I really love indie films, but I hate my voice. And then Anthony came up with an idea to do the fucking podcast. And I had to think about it. I was like, fuck, I hate my voice, but I do like movies. Like, what if this guy's like, I hate fucking dancing. And you guys are like, hey, you're so fucking good at it, though. Fucking dance.
Every movie we have him in, even the ones we've written, we haven't shot yet. He's in it and he's dancing. Trust me.
And then I always make a joke about fucking like, who was it? DJ Khaled. I was always like, we the best. Well, if you're like, all right, DJ, I have a song. It's about my grandma dying. He's like, in your contract, I get to yell "We the best" at least 5 times in every song. It's like, no, like it's for my grandma. She died. Like, this is a sad song. I don't care. Your contract says I'm allowed to fucking yell "We the best" 5 times in every fucking song you make. Like, it's the same with this guy. He's like, I can't dance, but you guys make me dance in every fucking movie. That's amazing.
Yep.
We do.
I love this twist. She comes down with the wig, and she's telling everybody, there was no neurotoxin, and you guys just murdered each other just because.
Yep, because you're assholes, all of you.
You guys are some Jaeger bombs. You guys are just rude. Don't be rude. It's that easy. Don't be rude. The fucking golden rule. God damn it.
She's got spiders on her face.
That was fucked up. That was pretty funny, though. She's like, when she was talking to her, sorry, like we completely missed that because we were fucking just talking shit.
Yep.
When she first partnered up with the blonde girl, and she's like, okay, we're ready to do this? Yeah. Wait, one more thing. Can you see the spiders crawling all over me? And you're like, what the fuck? and then even greater is that you guys fucking did a flashback to it where she actually did have fucking spiders crawling all over her face.
Exactly.
Yeah. This one time, Anthony was methed out of his mind, and I had to cradle him like a baby. I'd be like, Anthony, there's no cockroaches or spiders on you. I had to caress his face.
I don't remember
to sleep in my arms for 13 hours.
I don't remember this, Brian.
I know. That's why I'm a good friend. Anthony's going to get fired tomorrow. Like, Anthony, we listened to the latest episode.
And we heard you're a meth addict.
No.
What's going on?
You had spiders on you?
Yeah, nobody
And cockroaches.
I know or work with listens to this podcast, so I should be okay.
You should be good.
I'll be all right.
Perfect.
But does anybody else? Oh, wait. Should we wait till this one's over and then pause?
Let's wait till this one's over. Take a break. Yeah, it's almost over. A couple minutes.
She's getting into the car. She's going to drive off, right?
Yep, she's getting into the car. That car we rented.
Please be the usual suspects. What the fuck? The delivery guy has just been running this entire time?
He has been. And yeah, you're ahead of us again. But all right. Yeah, there he is.
Motherfucker. How the hell?
And boom, get the hell in, pal. I'm taking you for a ride. You can dance for me now.
She's like, you're dance for me, bitch. I own you.
All right.
All right, let's pause and let's go get a refill, and we'll come back with the second half of fucking horror comedies.
Comedy of horrors.
Comedy of horrors. What the fuck, Brian?
Get it together. All right, here we are. We're back in the classroom. It's getting worse.
Dude, that's such a fucked up teacher, dude.
She's losing her shit. Look at her.
Yeah, she is. Like, goddamn. This is for sure the last week of school.
Yep.
Where shit doesn't.
Number of your nightmares.
Right. So I was talking to my kid this year because last year, there.
Poor principal. The fuck? Sorry, dude.
Sorry, bitch.
He gets turned into green goo.
Mm-hmm. Poor principal.
So last year, I don't know why the fuck schools do this. Can you still have kids that are in school?
I have a freshman in high school. My son's graduating this year, senior.
Damn.
Yeah, and then I have 3 that are college age. But they're
What's their last day of school this year?
June 10th, but we leave for Greece June 9th, so they're not going to their last day of school.
So my kid's last day of school is fucking on a Monday, and it's 2 hours long.
What? Why even bother?
Exactly. You
That's
know what
terrible.
the last year their last day of school was?
No.
On a fucking Monday, and it was
Really?
2 hours long.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's terrible.
Exactly. So I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, I remember, like, in junior high, we'd go and, you know, the last day of school, you'd go and get all your friends to fucking start a yearbook and everything like that. They don't do that shit here.
No. They don't do
So
that.
I was like, what the fuck? So I talked to my kid last year, and he's like, yeah, we watched the new Mermaid movie. And I
Yeah.
was like, what? And he's like, that's all we did. I was like, then fuck that shit. I was like, if you want to stay home the last day of school, you can fucking watch a movie on our goddamn couch instead of your shitty ass desk.
Exactly. Yeah.
But-
So this movie is yes, we spoofed Robert Downey Jr. Absolutely, the whole
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
I
So-
felt like that was instantly relatable right there.
Yes.
He
Yeah.
for sure looks like, I mean, he doesn't have the fucking Iron Man goatee,
No.
but we're on the, is this the last story?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is it.
Yeah.
We've made it. We've made it, huh? Well,
We're
that's-
getting there. Yeah, we're progressively getting there. I mean, it's a fast movie. It's quick. It's only 90 minutes long.
Yeah, and this is
Really?
like a really good like version of what TMZ kind of feels like.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this was very well done.
Oh, yeah, it's great. It's great. These are the guys that did. You ever see the show Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell?
Oh yes, okay,
Yeah, these guys that did this do that show.
okay.
So yeah, they're in the industry, so to speak. So you know,
when
at a
it
higher
first
level.
opened up and he was in that, it looked like it was made to look like it was completely fake and kind of shitty,
yes,
right? Like I was like, oh dude, this isn't real. And then when they opened it up and there's like, hey, there's just a movie, I was like, god damn it, you got me. Like, you fucking sly devils. Like, you tricked me, because I was like, there's no way that this is gonna look like this. And you got me. You freaking got me.
Yeah, so this is one of my favorite parts of this one is how they have to kind of like talk him into going to get his face prosthetic done when his head gets bashed in by a hammer.
Yep.
That's kind of like, are you guys claustrophobic?
Not really.
Really? Damn.
Too
So
claustrophobic.
I remember, like, as a kid, like, it would snow like hella hard, and they would make like snow tunnels. And I mean, as a kid, you can only make a snow tunnel that's like a fucking foot heavy on top, you know?
Sure.
I was always afraid to like crawl through the snow tunnel because I was like, what if the snow calls and then I'm gonna die? Knowing that you could just like, you know,
Yeah.
finger it and it fucking open up.
I had this done for a movie in real life. The where they do the mold of your face.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
And yes, it's scary. It is. Like,
Yeah.
'cause they cover your nose and your mouth and you're breathing through this little straw, and then they make holes for your nose. And yeah, you feel like you can't breathe at first. And
Have you
but
seen
get
that
used
shit
to it.
lately where there's like, oh, if you put a piece of tape over your mouth, it helps you sleep better and fucking it quits snoring and everything like that?
No.
Fuck
no, thank
no.
you.
Sounds like a
Yeah,
terrible
thank you.
idea.
Yeah, fuck that, dude.
Yeah.
How to
Like,
die in your sleep.
I think every night that we record, like I end up sleeping in a different bedroom because like I tell my wife, I was like, the only time I snore is if I'm fucking drunk and sleep on my back. If I sleep on my side, I'm perfectly cool.
Yep.
You know, but if I've been drinking and I sleep on my back, like, fuck no, dude, I'll snore. Right?
So you guys know who that is? Henry Zebrowski?
No.
It's Iron Man.
No,
No.
that guy right there. With the long blonde hair. So
this guy was my favorite in this.
last
vignette.
podcast on the left. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
He's one of the hosts of the last podcast on the left.
Which
He's been other shit though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell. He's been in that. He was in The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. The Wolf of Wall Street. That's where the fuck he's from.
Yeah, he's been in a ton of stuff.
I listened to another podcast and they pointed out that last podcast on the left was shouted out in Scream 6.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were a poster on the wall.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hmm.
So yeah, he's my favorite too in the whole movie. I think he's hilarious. I think he's so good at playing this character.
He perfectly captures the kind of like fun, evil guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
so
it translates
basically,
well.
what's going on is the main character of the superhero movie has to go get his face plastered or made a mold of.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's kind of hesitant to do it. And so they're going to this dude's fucking workshop, right?
Yep.
And
his old school SF special effects workshop. Yes.
yeah. And so now they're going, and the guy's like telling them how excited he is to be there. Like, that's one of the things like that I've kind of learned, like in, you know, like if I like meet somebody like super famous, like, you know, they don't want to be, well, hopefully they don't want to be like, oh my God, it's you, blah, blah, blah. You know, like go up to them and be like, hey, you know, I really liked your show, and like give them a nice handshake. You know, don't fucking be all like, oh my God, I'm fucking gonna suck my dick, you know, because it's fucking inappropriate. But like I've met like a couple fucking, like a bunch of famous people, you know, like Adam Carolla was one of them, where I think I met him at LAX. And, you know, like he was eating lunch and I was going to run over and be like, oh my God, stop fucking eating. I'm more important than your lunch and fucking sign this. Like I looked at him, he looked at me, and I was like, oh fuck. Like I'm a big fan of yours, you know, but I'm also not a fucking dick face. I'm not going to ruin your lunch just to get a fucking autograph from you. So I was like, hey, what's up? And he's like, hey, you know, and like that was the end of it type of thing. You know, but this guy, how he's like, oh, you're my biggest fan. I've been waiting for 10 years to do this shit. I'd be like, all right, man, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, like interestingly enough, you mentioned that we were out to lunch with my wife and my mother-in-law last week, and it wasn't even like a major celebrity. It was like Daniel from Big Brother 24. So like,
all right.
He's like not even the most memorable person from that cast, and he was sitting there, and like me and my wife looked at each other. It was like we know that guy, and so we stopped like a few feet ahead, and I looked it up on my phone. I was like, that's Daniel from Big Brother, and then my mother-in-law like yells, Daniel, and like, stop that.
Oh, we missed the fucking part.
Oh, there it is, Milton Berle's penis.
And the creepy thing before even the penis part.
Oh, Meryl Streep's butt?
Meryl Streep's
his
butt.
Mom's tits?
Yeah, and his mom's tits. Yeah,
and
that's
Jackie
pretty funny.
Chan's hands.
Jackie Chan's hands. That's Milton Berle's cock. Oh, no, it's a big old cock.
This one is amazingly well set up in
that's
how
a good
they
4-footer.
Prep the props before everything
so
off.
That studio actually exists.
Okay.
So they used a special effects studio down in Atlanta to shoot it. Now, that actual studio had to be dismantled and moved to a different facility because they lost the lease on it. But that exact studio still exists, but in a different place now. So, yeah, Shane Morton, who owns the facility, fantastic. He did the special effects, the practicals on Purgatory.
Really?
So, yeah, we took him to Austria with us. Yep.
But like how... Oh, there it is.
He gives him a kiss. He's like...
He's so creepy. It's wonderful.
Like that right there. Like, wouldn't you just get out of the chair?
When he kisses you?
Yes.
I don't know. You know, in the entertainment industry, everybody's a little weird, right?
No, I mean, that's not a little weird. You know, how he's like, oh, I'm going to get you.
She's great. by the way, as an actress. She's really
Oh
good.
yeah,
Yeah,
she's really good
fantastic.
too.
Her thing when we originally signed her, she had been in Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell and the other things with Matt and Henry Zebrowski's, but I saw her and I kept seeing her. She was in an acne medicine commercial, and it kept running over and over again. And I'm like, great, we got the acne girl in our freaking movie. But yeah, she's been in a ton of other stuff. So that was it just happened to be running a lot at the time.
But I mean, that's good. Like I heard that Ryan Reynolds, like when he does his advertising and everything like that, like he'll find shit that's in the news. Like I didn't know this, but there was that what the fuck? A Peloton commercial that everybody took out of fucking context or everything like that, where the husband bought the Peloton commercial. The husband bought the wife a Peloton. Everyone's like, how dare you? Blah, 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 blah. Like, fuck you. If somebody wants a fucking Peloton bike, like, let them pay thousands of dollars for it. Like, everybody is so fucking offended these days about everything.
Yeah.
Like, just fucking be here and enjoy being alive. Like, quit being offended by everything. But he looked up that actress and fucking put her in one of his commercials, and everybody who looked up that actress, there's like, oh, and then it fucking was instantly like fucking free shit for Ryan Reynolds because he put her in one of his commercials.
Yep.
Oops,
I really like the way they do the effect here with him inside the mask.
That is super cool.
Yeah.
That's one of those things where we like to put ourselves in that person's shoes. And like, that's kind of what it feels like. You're just like, oh fuck, it's just me by here. Like it's a creepy thing, because it's him. And like how you were saying, they cover your nose, they cover your mouth. You have to breathe through a little straw. Then you start getting freaked out. Like, oh my God, what if I can't breathe enough? And then, and it's a fucked up. Like this part right here was so creepy to me, man. Like just the fact that, like you said, it's him by himself, all pitch black, and nope, still gives me the fucking shivers. You fucking thinking about not being able to breathe through that mask.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's got to be very relatable that people could be doing literally anything outside of that mask, and you'd have no clue.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like potentially fucking stealing your soul.
Yep. Which is exactly what happened.
Right. You have no idea. Like the Jerry Seinfeld, that episode where he had the dentist and he wakes up and they're starting to put their pants back on.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
So here's a little shout out to The Mask. Remember the movie The Mask? When he looks inside of it, you'll see the green shimmer go.
Oh.
Watch. When he looks in it. Ready? There it is.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
That makes sense.
That is clever.
Yeah, these guys did an excellent job on this. And, Matt's a great actor. So, you got Matt Servitto doing that, his thing, Henry Zebrowski, who's hilarious. And then, of course, she does an excellent job as well. So they had top-notch acting. They had a great crew. So.
And he gets all pissed off. So they're like, all right, we're fucking.
Turn around. We're going back. Something's not right. Would you figure that out, though?
Fuck no, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Not in real life.
No, not in real time in real life. You might figure it out
but
a few days later. Yeah, to go
instantly be like, hey, turn around.
Yeah, we got to go back. What's going on? What did this guy do to me?
Right, because I feel like there's a. Have you ever done like those Norray nose strips or like forehead things? You know, like after you wash your face or like that, and then you do the strip, and then your nose all tickly after that.
Yes.
Yeah, fuck that. I would have been like, oh, this is weird, but that's the same thing every time. I wouldn't be like, go back to that fucking house. That guy stole my fucking mojo.
I got to tell you though, guys, I'm a little pissed off about this whole segment.
Uh-oh.
Why?
Because I didn't get a writer's credit on it. and I came up with the story.
This
No way. And they fucking just skipped it.
Yeah, and they didn't give me a writing credit. I was like, "What the flying fuck?"
because this
See,
was,
like, and
I think one of the more like tight, well told stories too.
No, like these guys fleshed it out, and they did a great job
Yeah.
doing that. But I was the one who came up with the idea of stealing his
Oh, okay.
soul.
Okay. Yeah.
Like doing the whole. He's a superstar. You know, he goes and they steal his soul, and he's got to try and get it back. So that was the whole premise that I had come up with, and they didn't even give me a credit on the writing of it. So
bunch of
these
haters,
guys, no.
right? No, like that's so fucked up.
Fuck them.
And it's one of those things too where it's like it's one of those ones where if you believe in it, it's going to happen. Like Anthony will make fun of me. Skeleton Key is a great fucking movie.
It is. It's
Because
awesome.
if you don't fucking believe in it, it doesn't fucking need to worry. But if you fucking instantly start thinking about it, then yeah. So he could have been like, I don't believe this. And then when his lips like, blah, 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 then he's like, oh, fuck, you got me, B. And you instantly are now trapped. Because you believed in it.
I love Skeleton Key. It was way better than its next iteration, Get Out. So,
Oh yeah, that's right.
yeah. So-
Really?
It's the same story concept, but I think Skeleton Key did it better. Actually, I really
I'm
They
do.
are
going to have
very
to fucking
similar,
go
yeah.
back and watch Get Out because
Yeah.
I didn't think it was the same at all. Like where they take the pictures. Right, he fucking found the pictures of her boyfriends. But
So
it was-
I mean, it's the same concept. You know, they're transferring souls and doing that kind of stuff.
Well,
right?
now I'm gonna have to go back and fucking watch Get Out again because Skeleton Key, like, yeah, well, here's another fucking thing that you tell us to do, man.
Yeah, you got to watch them both. Watch them both again, and then tell me which one you like better. I like Skeleton Key better. I mean, I like them both.
100%. I like Skeleton Key better.
Don't get me wrong, I like them both, but I like Skeleton Key just it's just a little because it's more disturbing to me. The ending is more disturbing.
So fucked up.
Yeah.
But
So
now, would you already pass the we fucking missed the fight scene?
Jackie Chan's hands. You're way ahead of us. I'm still on Jackie Chan hands.
yeah,
She
we're on
just-
Jackie Chan's hands. Yeah.
Yeah, she just killed
I
Jackie
was
Chan's
wondering
hands.
if we were fucking to that yet.
No,
And
slide bicep
now Sly's arm's coming at her.
Oh, fucking Sly's arm.
from over
And
the top.
he's
which-
getting ready to start making out with this skeleton in a fish tank. This part cracked me up so much that when coming up.
I mean, that is like he does a great job because that really, when somebody's controlling you with voodoo, you really have to like commit to the bit or it doesn't work. And you, for a second, you don't sit there and be like, "Wait, is he really, under a curse?"
Yes. So here he goes, and then he's like, "What's happening?" He's rubbing himself. Then all of a sudden, this is the best part. When he finds the statue.
So Anthony, then what
Of
time are
Silver
you
Street?
at, Anthony?
121.41. I'm at.
Yeah,
Same time, yeah.
yeah. All right.
He just sees the lotion in the tissues.
Oh yeah, and the iron or whatever. Who's this character? Silver Streak.
Silver Streak. Yeah, Silver Streak. That's an actual character, by the way.
Oh really?
Yes, in the comics, but it was in public domain, so we were able to use it.
Oh,
And so now he's doing the
ew.
oh.
That would be the scariest part for me.
Oh,
Is somebody is actively messing with his face like that.
exactly. That's no. He runs off.
Yeah, we are ready to fight.
This is gross, dude.
Oh, she's fighting with Meryl Streep's butt right now.
See, and the fact, like, are they really fighting, or is she just tossing salads? That's the part that's fucked up.
Uh-oh, here comes Milton Berle's penis.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
got him around the neck. And you know, they did the same gag in The Boys, but we couldn't, and we did it before them. We just couldn't get the movie out in time.
Where?
So they in The Boys, they had a penis that did that, wrapped around somebody's neck and hung them up. Yeah. So.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Go back and watch The Boys.
I don't think I've ever seen a full episode.
I remember that scene in what the fuck? Neighbors, where they had that.
Ah, and there she goes, like Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Which I do like that she is the one to kind of like take him on,
Yep.
because she's fought off like 4 of these so far, so it's kind of a good recognition that she's ready for this.
She's no joke. They did such a good job with their special effects.
Oh,
Really
yes,
good.
they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked
Just
up.
look over his shoulder right now. You see like the Phantom of the Opera character back there? Scary as shit.
Oh yeah, no, this whole building, like, it just looked creepy.
Oh yeah, he had it set up like a museum. Like you would walk through it and it was like the history of special effects through movies. He had the creature from the Black Lagoon, the Bride of Frankenstein, the Wolfman, and you would walk through like a museum. It was really cool how he had it set up. And it's a shame he had to take it down.
And did he move it, or did they just close it?
He had to close it because he lost the lease on this building, so he had to move it. And I think he said he was going to set it up, but I haven't been down there, so I don't know if he redid the whole thing yet. I know he's got I know he has a new space. I just don't know if he reset it back up. But I went down through the museum that he had, and it was amazing. It was phenomenal, the stuff this guy had.
I mean, like, if that shit was all, like, that's one of those things that I always say, like, I wish that I was able to have some kind of artistic ability, like, to draw or to fucking make sculptures or some shit like that.
Yeah, I wish I had some fucking acting ability. That'd be cool.
Oh, Jesus. I wish I had. God damn it.
That'd be cool if I had any acting ability whatsoever.
No, it's so fucking embarrassing to me when, like, I was trying to talk trash to you about the fucking petition, and you're just like, Brian, 3.5 ain't shit. I was like, God damn it. And then fucking Anthony's like, hey, just so you know, we got Ken on this week. I was like, God damn it, Ken's gonna fucking yell at me.
No,
not yell, but like, Ken's gonna talk shit. Like, we've talked to you before. Like, you're fucking dude, you're amazing, man. Like, we've loved every single one of your movies that you fucking have been in. Like, and then you fucking called me out again. You're just like, Brian, that's the wrong name, man. I'm like, God damn it, Brian. Like, no, like, you're it's great, man. We love having you on. And and like I said, this is the first time that we've had an actual person on watching the movie with us. We've had a couple other people that's like, hey, we'd want to do that. We want to do that. That's why my hair's like this, actually, because we were supposed to have fucking Neil Ward, but stuff keeps happening where, good for him, he has other auditions and everything. He's like, hey, I can't come on this week. Let's reschedule. And so I was actually doing my hair like this to fucking, because he was in a movie where he had his hair like this. And I was like, it's going to be funny, because he's going to be like, Brian, it's not funny, man. Your hair looks like shit. My hair looked cool, and then it's everything backfires. Everything does backfire. When I try to say, hey, we have a 3.5 million people say, get your beard back. You're just like, Brian, that's not a lot of people. That's only 3.5 people.
If you get it up to 4, we can talk. You get 4 people, I'm in. You get 4 watchers, I'm good. But 3.5,
get 4 people that listen to your fucking shitty podcast, Brian, and then we'll fucking talk.
Yeah, you got 3 full-bodied people, and then you got somebody hacked off at the waist.
Right?
They don't even have legs. So
right. So there's like, Brian, you suck. Yeah.
All right, this is the last one, the last beer.
Uh-oh.
for the night. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to drink this week, by the way. My wife told me I was.
No, that's what we've told. Who told? Thankfully, like my son's soccer team has ended already. Tomorrow we have our last. What do you call it? We have our last soccer party, but Tuesdays and Wednesdays they have early ass morning. Like, and I told the teacher, the coach, I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you guys?" I was like, "You guys want these kids to fuck these 9-10-year-old kids to fucking go to school an hour and a half early, get all sweaty as fuck, and then go to school for 8 hours? Like, good job." And she's like, "Oh, thankfully I fucking teach outdoors, so I fucking don't smell them." I was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah. So
one of my favorite lines right here coming up. He goes, the timer goes off, goes doing, and he goes, my pussy's done.
yeah, it gets all warm like it's a fucking grapefruit.
Look, my fake pussy's done.
That's so gross. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, and then here comes the fire.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And then, so the way this ended was so fucked up too. You know?
That's it. The head's on fire.
And like, that's just so fucked up. Like, you have no control over at all. Like, so this is the part too that was just hilarious, was because like I was sitting here watching it and I was like, you can feel it, you know, like when you see like a voodoo doll and your arm breaks, your arm just breaks. It doesn't tell you how your arm broke. It just says, "Bye, bitch, your arm's broke." So I was watching it and I was like, his head's on fire. It's going to be turned into a Ricky Bobby situation where he's like, "You're not even on fire, bro." And then when it fucking bursts into flames like that, like, could you imagine just sitting next to that dude and being like, "What are you fucking doing?" And all of a sudden he fucking internally combust. What's it fucking called? Internal combustion?
Spontaneous combustion.
Spontaneous combustion.
So the song that's being played right now over the credits, that's my son. My son wrote that song and he produced it and sang it.
No fucking way.
That's a good song.
That's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah. So
see, another thing, my mom is a professional pianist, and she fucking she sent me one of her songs when we were joking around. I was like, "Mom, send me one of your songs." It's like, "I wrote this song in the 2nd grade," and I was like, "Fucking hell! Right? How did you write a goddamn classical fucking song in the 2nd fucking grade?" Right? And then she's like, "Brian, what have you done?" And I was like, I'd laugh at movies. And she's like, "Oh, I forgot to tell you that you're adopted." I was like, "Oh, all right. Bye, Mom." You have brought dishonor to their family name, Brian.
All right. So I'm reading all these names. There was a lot of names. But
Anthony, take notes.
Oh, yeah.
Who are some funny people that we should fucking tag in the movie?
Yes.
Well, no. Never mind. We're not going to fucking put you on blast like that. Anthony and I, we always watch the movies, and then we'll find just random names and tag them. Like, there was a couple funny movies that where it's like, "Oh, here's a random person," and we'll tag them. They're like, "Oh, hey, what's going on?" And then we start getting that conversation going between us. But the way that you have spoken through the entire movie, it seems like you had just a great time doing it. And like, that's one of the coolest things. Like, I
did have a fantastic time doing this movie. You know, again, making a movie with your friends like Jiggets and De Luca and Dan Franco and Jimmy Bellinger and Alexis Barone and, you know, just the people that I've been doing the acting thing with for so many years. Just making a movie with them was fantastic. You know, we wanted to do something. We were kind of trying to figure out what we were going to do next after The Night Watchman. And we were like, you know what? Let's do an anthology. Let's put something together quick. Let's do something where we can get a lot of people involved, a lot of our friends, a lot of people that we've been talking about getting into a movie. And that's what we did. So we were able to do it. We were able to raise the money to do it. And I thought it turned out pretty well for the amount of money that we spent and for the amount of time that we spent actually producing it and shooting it. So
No, it was fun, man. Like we always say how fun it is to just be able to enjoy the time, man. Like just shut everything off, go sit down, watch the fucking TV, don't worry about anything else.
Well, I was saying something. Let me say,
Yeah, sorry.
I'm not out to make movies because I want to change the face of cinema. I'm out to entertain people for 90 minutes, make them laugh, make them forget about what's going on in their lives, and just have a good time. That's it. And that's what we do.
And thank you, like,
Yes,
from the
thank
bottom of our heart, honestly. Like every single movie that I have fucking seen with you in it, like it's just you go, you fucking hit play, and that's it. Like
and you have fun. You should have fun. At least, that's what I'm hoping for.
Yes, and then it looks like we were talking during the movie, like, hey, did you like how much was scripted? Like it looks like you guys had just went out there and just like how you were saying, like, oh, that's how we normally talk to each other. Like, no, fuck you, you do this. No, you do this. Like it just looks like it's so much funner, like to do that, how you guys were doing it. But there's like, no, that was actually scripted. You're just like, dude, it looks so easy. But I mean, that's just, I guess, being an actor. But you guys make it look so fun to just be out there and doing your thing and everything when like we need to take a step back and be like, no, that's them working, but it makes it so much funner and, easier to watch and enjoyable to just be like, it's realistic, and it's as redundant and stupid as I sound, but that's what it's for.
Well, the thing is that we write it knowing that we're going to do it. So, when we're hashing it out and we're writing it, we're actually improvising as we're writing and throwing those lines out there. And yeah, we don't mind improvising on set too. We allow it to happen, but De Luca's writing for me. I'm writing for him. Jamie Nash is writing for both of us. And we mix it up like that. And The Night Watchman, it was De Luca and Jamie Nash who wrote that script, and most of it was scripted. We just did a little bit of improv and threw some stuff in there, but we know how to interact with each other and we know what we would say. So yeah, it's scripted because we already improvised it, before we put it on the page. You see what I'm saying? Like we already went through all this and we said, well, wouldn't it be cool if I said right here, boom, this, and then it's scripted, it's there. So on the day when we get there, we're going to say that line, we're going to say it that way. And then maybe we'll do different versions of that line. Maybe we'll do different responses to that line when we're on set. But yeah, I would say 80% of what we do is scripted. Absolutely. And then, 20% is improv. So,
yeah, but you guys, I mean, like I said, it looks so fun, so fun to do what you guys are doing.
It is. When you're making movies with, the people that you enjoy spending time with, it's fantastic. It's great. So, yeah. And
then hopefully you're just not like me. It's like, Brian, your voice sucks.
You got a great voice, man. Nah. You got a great voice. You should actually look into doing some voiceover stuff if you can, No,
that would be funny. So, you know what's funny is, like I said, I used to be an interpreter and I got offered a job once to do fucking closed caption. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, that actually takes a job away from fucking interpreting. Like, god damn, But yeah, nope. I laugh at my voice. Like, I'm going to turn my mic on mute every time that there's like Christmas or fucking birthday parties. I'm going to be like, bye. Nobody's ever heard me before. But no, like, again, another good movie, solid movie, just because we love to be able to put our feet into those shoes and be like, you know what? Like that shit could fucking potentially go down. Like, especially the fucking, well, I mean, I've only been caught once or twice wearing fucking high heels, but the bridesmaid party, nah. But the fucking voodoo one, like, again, we brought up the skeleton key. We're just like, dude, you don't believe in it, then you'll be all right. But if somebody's like, no, trust me, look at this, and then all of a sudden you like stumble, it's like, oh fuck, did I stumble because I just tripped, or did I stumble because they made me do it?
Mhm.
Like, it was just fun. It was fun. It was awesome. We really enjoyed the movie.
Thank you.
This was
Thank you.
one of my favorites. And it's awesome having you.
Well, thanks for having me. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for listening to the podcast. This podcast is available on all major podcast networks and YouTube. If you like what you're hearing, please follow, like, and subscribe to us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.